Hi guys, it's Deb here with Creative Life, and so thank you for joining me today on day number 6 for our 12 Days of Christmas YouTube Hop. And I hope you guys are having fun. So we have, oh my gosh, 6 more days, I think, right? So it has went by pretty quick, I think. So today I thought, as it's getting closer to Christmas, I would go ahead and share with you some really fun and inexpensive ways that you can make some tags for your presents. If you're like me, sometimes you forget to buy those little gift stickers that you stick on your presents and things, and sometimes you go ahead and you buy some. And I thought, you know what? Why not use your scraps? Okay. And I know y'all have some out there. So I think this is a good time to use a lot of your scraps that you've got from all of the projects that you've made throughout the year. That you can grab some of those scraps, and even if they're kind of big scraps, like this, you can cut them down and, cut them down. I think I cut mine at 2.5 by like 2 or something. So I'll go ahead and measure them out and let you all know. And then I just grabbed like some punches, some corner punches. You can grab your border punches, whatever you want. If you have border scissors, the scissors that have the little designs on them, grab those and cut the sides of them just to kind of, give them some pizzazz or something. So I grabbed some of my glitter tape that I had. I grabbed also these little tiny ribbons that you get at Michael's that they usually sell for like 49 cents or something. That was 49 cents. So different things like that you can use to make either tags or, whatever. I even grabbed some of the burlap. And then I had some of these little things in my stash. So I grabbed those and just things that were given to me. I grabbed some ribbon here. So this is one that I made with some stickers that we just did yesterday off of the little, what was it? The little canvas that we did. And so I grabbed that sticker sheet and I just went ahead and cut down my little pieces of paper and then stuck some double-sided tape on the back of it and kind of lined it with my glitter tape and then did my to and from on it, and then there you go. I can just go ahead and peel that off, stick that on my present, and there you go, right? And it doesn't matter because it's going to get thrown away, and so it's not like you put a lot of work into it. So and it's scrap pieces of paper, so you're getting rid of your scraps, right? That's what we need to do. We need to get rid of that stuff. Here is one where I used actually some washi tape that was gifted to me, and then I also used some little items that I had left that I didn't have any mates to. This was like the only one. This one was the only one. So I just used them in the corners, and I did to and from, and then I used my leftover Christmas paper that I had did an album with. So I had some of that left over, and I meant to do some cards, and I probably will go ahead and do a couple of cards with these. But I had some still left over, so that's what I did here was I just lined it here, put some of that washi tape on top of it, and it jazzed it up really nice. And then I did a corner punch with an eyelet, and then used some of my little twine that I had in my stash. Here again, I did another little tag, used some of that burlap, and then did a little poinsettia. And then I did some little papers here, and then added a little sticker right there. And I didn't add anything on this, so I just put some score tape on the back of that, and so when I'm ready to stick it down on my present, I can do that. Here I went ahead and did another eyelet with some ribbon on it and a little sticker, and that's it. That's all I did. So and then here I added some paper that I had with some little glitter tape, a to and from, and then a little eyelet, and that's it. So I'm just kind of doing, you know, whatever I feel, just kind of doing whatever. So I thought I'd just share with you real quick. I have some leftover paper, and that I had been, that I used for some little Christmas cards that I just did. And so I thought I'd go ahead and just show you what I'm going to do. So here I have some of this little paper, and I thought that would be cute. Just right here. You can see how it has little borders, and it's a small little scrap piece of paper that I'm not going to do anything with. I'm just going to sit that right on top of that paper. Okay, so I'm actually going to put glue on here. And these take no time at all, you guys. No time at all. You know, you just sit, you can watch a movie with this and just sit and make like 20 tags, you know, or probably more while you're watching the whole movie, right? And you just go ahead and you just kick these little tags out for, you know, for your presents at no time at all. And then they're all ready to go. So when you're wrapping your gifts, you have your tags ready. And, you know, that's all there is to it. And then if you wanted to, you can definitely do the little, you know, sides. If you wanted to do a little side, little tag mark. And I just bring those together and I just clip them just like that. And there's my little tag. So, and then I can go ahead and I can put a hole in that. I can just go ahead and stick a hole in that, just right there. Grab, you know, those eyelets that you have laying around, if you still have some, like me. You have a bunch of them that you never use anymore, but maybe once in a blue moon. Well, guess what? You can use your eyelets for your tags, okay? And that's a good way to get a lot of your stuff that you have in your stash out of your stash, right? So, and then I'm just kind of ballparking my little string here. So, you know, those of you that maybe are new to crafting, or you just want to start off doing, you know, some crafts this season, this is a good way to just kind of, you know, make some little tags and stuff for your presents, and just go down to Michael's, grab some paper, or, you know, maybe you already have paper in your stash, and so, you know, you had bought and you just never used it again. So just go ahead and grab some of that. And then again, you can jazz it up with some little washi tape that you got. You know, just use, I've got some, like I said, ribbon, different types of ribbon and all that. And here I'm just going to stick this down right there. Pull that off. And then stick it down here. I might just stick it right there. And that kind of came off. So that's one thing about washi tape, is that you can just always, you know, it just kind of doesn't matter, you know, because it tears off and it's okay. So there we go. I just need a little bit more. I'll just put it right here. we go. So, and then I can go ahead and stamp my to and from on there. And it is ready to go. So then I just stick that to the side with my other ones that I've got. And that took me like 2 seconds to do. And we're done. So we're off to our next one. So most of I think most of them are around 2 inches or so, 2.5. This one's at 2.5 by like 3.25. I didn't really measure them. I just started taking scraps and cutting them into little cards, and that's what I did. And I just kind of, went from there. I think I smudged that one, so I have to do that one over again. And then here I just grabbed, like whatever paper I had in my stash, and just kind of cut it down. Okay, put some of these down. So here again, I'm just kind of measuring them, and I'm not making them very big because I don't want them very big. I don't want to spend a lot of time decorating these when I know that they're going to go on my kids' gifts, and they're just going to be thrown out anyway. So I don't need to spend a lot of time on this. Like this one here, okay? That one here, we can just go ahead and we can stamp to and from on that, just like that, right? And maybe put some red glitter tape on that, on the bottom here, just like that. Okay, and let's see if I can get this off real quick. If I can't get this off, then we'll use the green one. So here I'm just going to go ahead and put that on there, and I'm just going to go ahead and cut that there. And there, right? Just to kind of jazz it up a bit. And then maybe add a little tiny trying to get these off of here. I can't. A little tiny little holly sticker on there. Okay, there you go. And then on the back of that, I'm just going to pop down some of my tape here. And there we go. There's a tag for me to put on my present, just like that. So those little tiny strips like that are about a 1/2 inch or a 1 inch strip, you can definitely just use those as a little tag to put on your little gift, and then your little bow or whatever, however you make your gift tag, or how you wrap your presents. This right here, just go ahead and add this right on the side. Okay, do this right like that. And I'm just kind of leaving a little bit on that because I want to add some of that other I want to add this washi tape. So if you have washi tape, or you're down at Michael's and you see it, grab some and play with it. I don't really play with washi tape that often, and I don't really use it that often. This is the first time I've really used it in a long time. And so there we go. And then if I wanted to, I could just use my punch and do some nice corners on here, just like that. And I'm ready to go. Or I can even add some of these little guys. Okay, some of these I've been trying to give, you know, like if you don't have any that match or whatever, you know, especially when you only have like, you have one of these, right? So just go ahead and use it. So there you go, just like that. And then you can punch a hole in there. Whoops, wrong one. Punch a hole in there. You don't even have to stick a little eyelet in there if you don't want to. Okay? Just cut your little string. And feed that through the hole. And there you go. And there is your little tag. And then for your, let's see, we didn't do the other one. So I'll do the one, couple of more. And so to use maybe like some ribbon, okay? So let's say you want to use ribbon on top of maybe your paper or something, or on the bottom of your tag here. So let me just pick out, I think I want to do, so for this one here, if you have one of this little tag punch board, okay, and then I'm just going to go ahead and create a little tag here. And I'm just going to go ahead and set this on the bottom, just like that, okay. And that's one thing about making tags, is that, you know, you don't have to be a total perfectionist, because, like, you know, it's all going to get trashed and thrown out, thrown away. So, and here you can do just like a little simple tag, a simple little bow. So I'm going to show you how to do an easy bow on this one. And you're just going to go ahead and tack down your ribbon. Okay, just like this. Okay, and cut it. And this is a simple ribbon, okay, or simple bow, I should say. Okay, you're just going to go ahead and you're going to, let's see here. I'm trying to decide what I want to do, how I want to do this. Okay, just going to go ahead and grab your little bow here, and I'm just going to go ahead and cut it now. Cut it like that. You're going to bring this over and under. Okay. Just like that. And that is going to be your little bow. Super easy peasy. Just like that. And then you can go ahead and cut it. Okay. Just like that. And then you can do your to and from up here. just like that. And then if you wanted to, you can definitely stick another piece of paper up here. Okay, so you could definitely do that. Just to kind of, you know, use your scraps up. And there you go. Just like that. Okay. And then you can definitely, you know, to use your scraps up, you could put another little piece of your ribbon up here. Okay. And then, or you could use that, this Merry, you know, since it's green, I was going to go ahead and use it. This Merry and Bright. And I can stick that right there. Just like that. And there we go. And then I can go ahead and put my little eyelet there, or, you know, whatever want, or I don't even have to put an eyelet. I can just go ahead and cut a piece of string, just like this. And I'm good to go. But yeah, so there you go. And now you're able to go ahead and put that on your gift with no problem. Okay, and so there are some really simple and easy ways for you to create your little tags. So using your scraps that you've already got in your stash. So there we go. And then how I did the I'm going to have to redo that. How I did my burlap, I can show you how I did that one. And that one was pretty easy. It wasn't very hard at all. Just took a piece of my card here, and I'm going to use a red one. And I just love red this year. I don't know what it is. And I just took a piece of burlap that I had, you know, cut out. And I can go ahead and cut that piece off. Just like that. Okay. And if you wanted to, you could definitely stick some paper down first. Okay, just to kind of give it a little bit of color on there. And then I just went ahead and did my burlap in a circle. Just stuck it on there. However, I didn't really pay attention on how I stuck it on there. Just stuck it on there. And then I'm going to go ahead and use one of these little guys. Yeah, last time I did the rosette, or not the rosette, the poinsettia, I mean. And then stick that down there like that. And then I could definitely go ahead and just punch. I'll punch. So there's that, and then I can go ahead and do my to and from up here, just like that. And then I can go ahead and stick some little tiny little things up there. See, I just have little odds and ends of these things. And so I thought, you know, I might as well just go ahead and use them, you know. And especially if you have odds and ends of things, you know, that you've got laying around. And then here, if you wanted, you can go ahead and do your ribbon or whatever. I'm going to go ahead and stick some tape on the back of this. So you could, or you could do both. Stick some tape and, your little tie piece if you want, and you can use your ribbon on this as well. So if you wanted to, I can definitely make my hole bigger. Okay. And I could stick my ribbon through here. So you don't have to use your, if you don't have twine, you can definitely just use your ribbon. Just like that. Okay. And I think I'm done with that. So there is my ribbon, and there's my tag. And so, and that's just how, simple, easy peasy little tags that you can decorate for your presents. So I hope that gives you some ideas on what to use and what to do. And yeah, so thank you so much for joining me today. And I hope that you guys found this inspirational and super easy for you to get done before Christmas. So thank you so much for joining me. And I have all the links below to all of the rest of the gals that are in the 12 Days of Christmas YouTube Hub. And thank you so much. I hope you guys have a very Merry Christmas. Bye.